Happy solstice, everyone. Happy solstice. Uh, usually I like to take this time of year to point out that for generations we have been, generations upon generations, we've been using this time to remember that the darkness doesn't always continue and that the light will start to return. And that's why we have so many festivals of lights at this time of year, because today's the darkest day of the year. And we know from past experience that things will get better and the sun will return. And as we're pondering this, um, looking to like the next cycle, I want to sort of invite us into a deeper cycle. So if you aren't seeing it yet, um, today is the Christmas star, which is somehow called the Christmas star, even though it's happening on solstice. And it's a conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn, and it hasn't happened for centuries where we could actually see it ourselves. Um, there's even ideas that maybe this was the Star of Bethlehem when this happened back a long time ago. But here's the thing I want to consider. It's 2020. I think most people would agree this has been a rough year for the United States, for humanity. I think we all have dreams that things could change in certain ways. I have dreams. What are your dreams? And I think that's the question here. So, thinking about this, next time that these planets are going to be in conjunction is in the year 2080. I'm going to be 101 years old then. And I plan to be here. And I've been thinking, what's it going to be like to be talking to my grandkids or some children and telling them the story of 2020 and the last time that I got to see this conjunction. And in the year 2080, a lot of things will have happened in 60 years. What's the story of the changes that happened in those 60 years that we want to be able to tell? And I feel like that there's kind of two kinds of stories we can tell. We could talk about how in 2020 we learned a lot of really important lessons, and then we started making some really important changes and did the hard work to sort of get the world on course. And so in 2080, we'll be telling a story of why things are going really well, even though they didn't necessarily think that it would seem like that was going to happen. But the other story we can tell in 2080 is that we could be telling a story of how bad things went. We could maybe tell a story about how in 2020 things were really hard and we kept bickering and nothing really happened and nothing really changed and things just got worse and worse with the climate, with our politics, with global interconnectivity, and all of that. So here's my question for you. What is your best case scenario for what 2080 can look like? The next time that the Christmas star or the solstice star or whatever it's called then, next time the great conjunction happens, what's the story you would like to tell? What, how would you like to say that you showed up in the last 60 years? What stories would you like to tell about humanity, about your country, about yourself, about your family? There's been a lot of things this year that have given us an opportunity to reflect deeply on what's going on and some of our big problems in the world. And collectively, we've been having to face a lot of things. And maybe, just maybe, we can look at this star tonight, or planets, and reflect on where we want to make changes, how we want to be different. If you're on the East Coast, like go outside right now. It's time. Um, uh, I'm gonna leave my house in just a little bit to go see the planets and go watch it. It happens right after sunset. You can see it right above the southwest horizon. Um, for me, it's happening just like a little bit to the right of wherever the sun just set. And you can go check that out wherever you are in the world. And if you can't see it today, go tomorrow. It looks really cool when the planets are just like really close to each other. So I just really want to encourage you to use this as a moment to reflect on where we are in time and what kind of world you want it to be like when the planets line up again. So thank you for watching and spread the word. We're trying to make a great 2080. We want to make that as good as possible. And that's up to me and it's up to you. So, what's your plan? How do you want to make the world better? Thank you. Here we go.